Get him. That one. Get that one. Getting a lot of splats with the roller, but ultimately it's not going to matter if we don't get the zone and keep it. He might be waiting there. Get that guy out of here. There we go. And look out because they're on their way in. Okay. Hold the zone. Ooh. Jeez, that was close. Okay, jump to me, people. Hey there, it's Adam K. Swimming Bird, and welcome to Splatoon 2 on the Nintendo Switch. Today we are starting Ranked Mode, but if you've missed any episodes so far of online multiplayer, including the Splatfest, Salmon Run, or the single-player story mode, check out the description. There's some playlists down there for each series, as well as one big one if you want to watch the order they were recorded in. So let's learn about Ranked before we jump in. Hey, you're really krilling it out there. I bet you're ready for Ranked Battles. Ranked Battles offer a more tentacle-tingling experience for Inkling thrill seekers. If you want to know more about how Ranked Battles work, press minus in the lobby. Of course, you can keep earning points in regular matches too. The world is your oyster. So first up, we're going to have Splat Zones on the Reef and Inkblot Art Academy, and I'm jumping in with the Krak-On roller that we just unlocked during the Splatfest, so let's get into it. So the Krak-On didn't work so hot for me during the Splatfest, but I think it's going to work better in Ranked because we have the Squid Beacon sub-weapon to help my buddies jump in, as well as the Baller, which is the new version of the Krak-On. And that is really good, especially in Rainmaker, for clearing a path for your friends to slam that Rainmaker down on the pedestal. So I'm going to quickly at least lay one beacon here to help out. If not, if we can get more, that would be great. Oh, there we go. That was a very close call. And I'm sure there's more of these guys around here somewhere, so I gotta be careful. The zone is under the bridge, weirdly enough, so I have to be extra cautious when I'm going over here. But if we time this right, we get maybe 2 or 3. I think I helped out a little on that one, and we've got the zone. And yeah, this is really unorthodox because we have to kind of defend the upper area so we don't get snuck up on, but we also need to be watching below. So if I can put some more beacons, these are basically like portable little fake squids that you can super jump to. They don't do anything else. They do show up on the map for enemies as well, so you have to be extra cautious when placing them down because everyone will be able to see them, your team and the enemy team. Let's see if we can kind of watch the bridge while this is all going on. Somebody just threw something. Oh, I see a, let's see if we can kind of just slowly, walk right over this way. Or did he got splatted. That was a waste of some of my time there. I'm gonna try to ball in before I got caught up before my special runs out, but let's do this. Maybe we'll sneak up on one of them. So the vertical flick, I gotta be careful. It does seem to be pretty good at reaching opponents, but not so much on the damage sometimes. It uses the same amount as a horizontal flick, but trying to be cautious about, when to use what. It seems a little slower as well, so that's another extra added precaution to be aware of. There goes gotta be careful. There goes the Tenta-missiles and a Stingray. Lots of stuff going on. That guy's right there, so maybe I can get him. There we go. All right, reclaim the zone. So if you've never played Splat Zones, you gotta hold this zone, and there's a little timer and meter in the center. You can see that picture with the anchor between the timer means how long we have to hold it to actually keep it. And yeah, if we lose it, we have to gain that amount of points on it in order to actually catch back up and start earning more points. So it counts down from 100, making it a little tough to, see if we can get over here in time. Oh man, he broke my shield on my baller. So that'll happen. It only takes a couple of shots and then you are in trouble. And we lost the lead there. Oh no, they held that long enough. People have been using my beacons, luckily, but it doesn't matter if we got beacons or not if we're losing the zone. Okay, we're in control briefly here. Just gotta be careful and not lose it. Ran out of ink there. Oh no. See if we can stop him. Where'd he land? I'm just gonna roll on in and try to get him. He's over there. Nope, we got someone on the other side of us. Can I roll over and get out of here? Yeah, the roller, being able to actually roll over people is good, but it's not always gonna work for you. Oh no. Escape, escape. And then get them as they try to follow me, hopefully. We really gotta get that back, though. We're in such a weird position here where trying to do this is gonna be tough. Get him. That one. Get that one. Getting a lot of splats with the roller, but ultimately, it's not going to matter if we don't get the zone and keep it, because they just keep jumping right back in. This is a very frantic first match here, but we're doing okay. Let's get some more beacons down while we have a few seconds to actually breathe. Oh no, we lost control. That splatling is making stuff very difficult for us. There's someone else there. There's that. Where'd that other splatling go? See if I can get around and take him out in time. He's got missiles coming after him, so should be able to. There we go. Okay, we're just going crazy here. I hope we can catch up in points. So otherwise, this is going to be a very sad match with all these splats going on and not actually getting the win. There we go. Yeah, I think trying to make sure we take people out is a good thing to strive for, but I also need to always be watching the zone so that we don't ultimately lose it based on having that coverage gone. Yeah, I think in Turf Wars especially, but in this mode too, you know, all the ranked modes, people do get kind of distracted by what is happening in terms of in terms of splats. Like, you want to take people out and feel like you're contributing by getting those splats, but no, I think they're gonna win this one, even with all the splats we've been getting, because the zone is just gonna be, yep, that is it. Couldn't jump back in time. That might have been my only death during that whole thing, but wasn't enough time to get back in there with my whole team getting wiped out. So that was a fun warm-up match, at least. Got a lot of splats, but not the zone, and we didn't get KO'd though, so if they manage to hold the zone, count down that meter, 17, jeez, then you can get a KO and you get bonus points for that. But we held enough to not let them do that, so I feel like we put up a good fight. I do need to jump out to the square and eat something, so let's go to Krusty Sean's food truck and grab a bite to eat. I really need some gold because there's so many weapons to buy. We have the Splat Brella, which is going to be released. I definitely need to get that. And to get that, we would need more gold, but I think I'm going to focus on experience to try to unlock more stuff because I got a better Super Sean Witch here, and my gold one's only going to add half of it to the bonus. So let's jump back in. So the ranking system, it starts at C-, you go to C, C+, B-, B, you know, all the way up to S+, and then you start getting numbers added onto it. So there's a lot of different ranks. We are starting out in C-, so the quality of the Squid Kids we're playing with is going to vary widely, so we can't, you know, get too discouraged if we lose some matches, because you never know if your team is going to ultimately have better players on it overall. I want to get these beacons down quick and then get in there before they hold the zone for too long. He might have seen me jump in. Where'd he go? See you there. That roller is going to try to... And we're in a bad spot. Everyone jumping to me instead of my beacons. Another sign that, yeah, a lot of the Squid Kids here need to learn about beacons and things. There's not a ton of weapons that have beacons right now, and I think a big lesson too, do not jump to anyone who's in the middle of a crazy battle and could be dying, because that is definitely not going to work out for you. So I feel like the purple team here has a better grasp of what's going down in the zone. We need to get out of here quick, and look out. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, I knew that was a risky maneuver. I had my bomb, of course, my baller, I mean, to help me get through there, but ultimately, if we can't get the one guy off the tower, now they're all jumping to me again, but we're in a better spot this time. You might be able to actually go and roll up the side here well enough. Man, okay, well, the purple team locked down the zone. I knew right from the start when everyone jumped to me after I died that was going to be a quick, bad match, but tried our best in there. That's how it goes. That's what a KO looks like when your team just gets stomped. And yeah, you could tell Eric, also using the Krak-On, seems to really know what he's doing. He's C+ already. So one thing that's cool about ranked mode now, there's different ranks for the 3 modes. So Splat Zones, Tower Control, and Rainmaker all have their own ranking system for you. So if you're really good at one and you're horrible at the other, you can have that reflected in your rank and not worry about losing your rank on a mode that is not your forte. It's a little easier to just kind of focus on one if you want and have that reflected. So I do appreciate that. There's a guy right here. Nope, man, get him. Okay, we had a team effort there. And there goes a baller. Let's see if I can jump down here and get that guy since he's... Ooh, there we go. I figured my buddy... Sometimes you see that tempting super jump icon, and and you want to get it, but you gotta let your buddy do it sometimes and move on to the person who is gonna be tougher to pin down. Here comes some curling bombs. I know someone's on the bridge. They're being tracked right now, and they did a nice splashdown there. See if I can roll in here and get past that. So the baller is so strange. It's like the Krak-On, where you have to make sure you are not getting hit by people if you're gonna try to use it. You gotta be careful because it only has a couple hits in it before you lose that protective outer layer, and you can lose your special, and you won't get to explode. You have to wait until the time is right, and the time was wrong for that because it ran out of ink. You have to wait until the time is right and then hold down the special button and explode to try to hit people and get that coverage. Someone's headed over there. See that roller up on the bridge. See if we can kind of get good coverage on this side. Oh man, I got snuck up on. Eric, look out. Yeah, that is why the beacons would be better to jump to, but I don't think most players know what they are. You have to actually highlight over them. You can't use the arrows for those. Yeah, the big thing with early ranked mode is getting people to understand how a lot of this actually works. There goes someone there. Got him before he could use the splashdown. I'm actually just gonna jump in here and, oh no, I didn't have my, ooh. I did not have my baller ready when I thought I did. There we go. Let's see if we can time this right. Hit him, there we go. All right, there's one more over here though. And we got it well enough locked down where I'm gonna try to cover my sides here and then jump back in. Here comes the other Krak-On. There they go. If we can get them in time. Nope, going around. Oh, nope. Ah, man, the flick on the normal roller is slow enough where if you're not careful, you are going to, be in between attacks when someone gets you. So they have to count down that timer. They have to hold that zone long enough because they lost it to us. And if they can't do that, then they're going to have a tough time of it. There we go. Okay, this is our time. That roller seems to be their best player, is my assumption from what's happened so far. So now this is when we really need to work together to... Oh, there we go. Okay, I had enough in my roller to actually finish that. I'm gonna try to go over here and... Yep, that guy's right there. Nope, didn't get either of them, but scared him back a little. And then, ooh, hey buddy. There we go, okay. Lock down that zone. Don't let them get it. These guys are respawning so quickly. We really have to be so fast with our splats. There we go, there's another one jumping in. This is the mistake we made on the first match, and that is gonna be probably their last mistake of this one, because they all jumped in, and we got the lead from that. I see someone else jumping over here. Whoop, there they go. And hey, get back here, you little dastardly roller. Almost got my special here. Okay, time to finish this up with a baller. Oh no, no one's around, but we can do that at least. Here we go. Yeah. So yeah, I think with the roller, I have to think of it almost like the brush. I need to get in close and go for an attack that is sure to land, or else it's not worth throwing the flick out there and missing your attack on accident. Here comes. Oh no, the other roller got me. We're doing okay. They've got beacons as well. I wish I could jump in a little safer. I'm actually not going to go for the jump because it seems risky. They have to get those points back, so I think if we don't KO, then there we go. All right. So watching the timer, kind of trying to figure out if it's worth the risk to jump in. If I had jumped in and everyone wiped, they could have taken the zone and held it long enough, potentially making it difficult to get it back. But I figured, I'll come in a little later. We probably have this, and if not, I'll try to get in and there we go. Seems like 17 is my my average in here. And we got a victory, so that meter is gonna fill up. If you get a loss, it kind of shakes, and occasionally it will crack. And if it cracks too much, you get knocked down. But if you hit a certain line on that meter, it'll have an okay line. If you pass that, you won't lose rank. So as long as you're playing well enough on a good amount of matches, you don't have to worry about losing your rank so much. Right now, we're at the bottom, so it's gonna take a little bit to get up into the seas and everything, and we'll start seeing tougher and tougher opponents as we go. The bottom is kind of like a mix of so many different types of players that it's hard to tell. This person could be an S+ player in reality, but they're starting out. And we got a new weapon here. Let's talk to Sheldon. We need the gold to actually get it. You're ready to wield the Rapid Blaster. Rapid Blaster features an improved rate of fire and reduced ink consumption. Comes with a trade-off of less attack power, but you can reveal your opponent's positions to teammates with the Ink Mine. Finish off the opponents with a Splat Bomb Rush, or Launcher. Yeah, not a rush anymore. Recommended for players that like to work closely with their team. Stick a thumbtack in him. I just was thrown off by him using tact. Or tracked. No, he did say tracked, man. I'm still thinking about the last match. Okay, so we got the Rapid Blaster that we can get in the future. I'm not a huge fan of blasters, but they work pretty well, especially in ranked mode. And I wanted to go to the other shops here, not just to see what they have, but welcome to Headspace. Wow, your aura is thicker than ink. I'll have to refresh my stock for you. So we hit well enough, level where she's got some better stock. We have some 3-star items with extra abilities on them. Some 2-star, that's a pretty cool looking painting mask. Yeah, I said gas mask, but that's just for painting. I like these make sure you look fresh without necessarily messing up your tentacles, because it looks like you're not wearing any hat at all. Let's talk to Gelfonso. Shall I compare thee to an inky spray? Thou art more fresh and more raw. I give unto thee my finest clotheswear, in exchange for thy coin, of course. So he's got more stuff as well. Got some better shirts on the stock. Welcome to Shell of Fresh, dude. Dude, I gotta say, you're looking seriously fresh. You got that pep in your step, that pride in your stride. I gotta step up my shoe game if I'm gonna keep up with you. So we got, some of these are, I've got some of these from the store. You might have seen that the Splatnet store on the app that actually have the Object Shredder ability, which is going to be very handy for Rainmaker, but it also takes down Ink Armor and Splash Walls and things like that. Okay, so nothing I'm too worried about buying. I'm going to save up that money for new weapons, like the Dualies Squelchers and the Splat Brella. Oh, back on the Art Academy. Let's redeem ourselves from that first one. I think my kind of instinct is to put down beacons when I get to the zone, but it does seem like maybe it would be better to get the zone locked down and then worry about beacons. Just throwing one down is probably enough, especially if my buddies aren't even going to bother to use them. And then, who's up there? Let's see if we can jump up here. Saw someone rolling there, or not rolling, well, I rolled over them. And they hopefully will survive long enough to take that. And then I'm getting back there as quick as I can. Go, 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 go. Spam it. Stinky, get in there. But yeah, the beacons, if no one's going to be using them, I'm going to try my best to actually make sure that I'm at least placing one to help me out, because I need to make sure I can get back in a little easier and not have the risk of jumping to anyone that should not be jumped to. Save my buddy there a little bit by doing that. Roll over there and roll over them, and ooh, did they get him? Okay, this is the time to lock down this tower and make sure this other area here is safe. I gotta be careful because I've got a lot of ink consumption when I use my beacons. Oh, got a roller up there trying to get me. Someone down here. Here we go. That other roller's going around this way. Luckily, they're being tracked, so that is very handy to have the point sensor to show where your opponents are. This is probably a good time to go and oh, threw that out too quick because I figured he'd be under me. But he was not. That roller out of there. I have a good feeling about this one. There we go. Yeah, locking down the center tower. This is almost like the Blackbelly skate park of this one, where if you have the tower locked down, as long as there's no chargers, you can kind of sit up here and keep this locked down pretty well. We got a cool brush buddy. And, ooh, man, they're getting back in so quick. It feels like sometimes respawning takes a little longer, but there are abilities like Respawn Punisher that make things tougher on you if you get splatted by someone using that, but there's the trade-off of them having a tougher time as well. They got him. I'm at least splashing them with some ink and making it tougher for him to get out of it. There we go. Trying to stay up here and keep this locked. I should probably put some more beacons down in case I get splatted. You typically don't want to have beacons right near each other because then it's easier for your buddies to, for your opponents to take them out. But yeah, figured a couple down there would help. Someone used it, so you never know. In C rank, someone could be very familiar with the game and others might not even bother to super jump or know, how the mechanic works fully. Okay, we did it thanks to Stinky and the others. And locked that down pretty well. A lot of Splat Zone matches, they'll, go one way or the other, where sometimes it's just like, a blaze of activity and fury against you and you lose, or maybe you'll lock it down and keep it locked the whole time. So I've been brainstorming. I have all of those super sea snails from the first Splatfest burning a hole in my pocket. I've been really brainstorming what gear I want to try to level up. I've kind of got a mix of stuff on right now to give me some Ink Saver main and Ink Saver, or Ink Recovery up, as well as Ink Resistance. There's definitely abilities like, you know, Swim Speed, Run Speed, Ink Resistance, all the recovery ones. Those are the ones that I really want to try to have on my Squid Kid. But, ooh, gotta be careful here. Alright, they're really taking that. I see that roller back there. Trying to lock me down. I see ya. Alright, let's see if we can get in over here and jump around. That was not the best spot to do that, but I took out that guy. I hope my buddies are gonna get the zone here well enough. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the roller on the bridge is the trouble. Ooh, there we go. Okay, glad he didn't roll over me in time. Try to keep this locked here. Luckily, the brush is going to have a lot of trouble with actually hitting anyone on the bridge, so if I'm up here, I'm a little safer to some of the attacks. There's a roller on his way over. Ooh, I got the assist. Hit him, but he had the height advantage over me. There's definitely damage drop-off that you have to be aware of with your attacks, so if you're trying to hit from too far away, especially with something like the Splat Roller with that vertical flick. Not the strongest necessarily. Oh, see if we can get in here and take that guy out. Getting so far. And then if that guy doesn't... Oh, no! Tried to roll over him, but I should have gone around the side of him to do that instead. It's hard to tell which way he's going to face, but I should have known he was facing down because, yeah, he jumped off the bridge. Last time I tried to do that, the person with the ink jet ended up being... Oh, jeez. Blaster getting me. The person with the ink jet ended up being splatted, so it was like a waste to bother to try to take him down that way. Someone down there. Oh, why did I drop? I didn't mean to do that. Let's get that roller out of here, hopefully. Took each other out. That commonly will happen. And I got a lot of people, yeah, I feel like my team is jumping in kind of wildly, and they're playing too frantic, but we really do need to get the zone here. We're gonna lose. See if we can take it. Nope. Yeah. Another one where I think it all can come down to super jumps. If you jump in without making sure you got a safe landing, you're just gonna get wiped out, and then it secures their hold on the zone. I'd like to try to hit normal, C rank before we end this episode here, but we'll see how we do. Mini Bub definitely seemed like he's not a C- player. So there we go, we got our first crack. As long as we don't get 4 cracks and break the whole thing, then we're okay. But it kind of shows you got to be careful about that. You don't go up and down as much as you used to in the first game, which is nice. It doesn't punish you a ton for matches. And another thing about the rank bar, if you manage to rank up without getting any cracks at all, then you can jump up ranks. That's kind of showing and rewarding players who are very, very good at the game and can sometimes carry their team even at lower ranks, so it kind of pushes them into the rank they should probably be at instead. So that's a nice mechanic as well. Rewards people really doing their best to play and help out their team. Ooh, can I jump up around and get this guy? There we go. Okay. And this is now when we need to get this guy out of here before he gets his special. Tri-sloshers are such a pain right now because you have to worry about whether or not they are going to have their beloved ink armor. They got nerfed already, but that is such a big thing right now where you will almost always see at least one Tri-slosher in any given match. That brush is going to have a really hard time with us on the tower. I sympathize. Because he's got to get, all the way over here. Well, I shouldn't worry too much because he's got his ink jet. Ooh, he's about to land back over there. And, nope, man, well, and then, we wiped. I shouldn't have gone after that brush, I guess. I should have maybe held down the tower. Because now our team is going to have a rougher time. We have 52 points to regain before we can even start earning more. That little clam up there is kind of a strange little sculpture, but it can help you get in and have a safer place. Put stuff down. I'm gonna be careful and try to get around. Get that guy out of here, and then run, because that brush is definitely gonna try to come after me. Or, nope, it's a slosher, not a brush. Try slosher. Okay, this is our time to push in and get back on the tower before anyone can reclaim it, hopefully. That brush out of here is very tough to flick down, which is often a big issue. I see you there. There we go. Okay, let's try to hold this. Don't let that brush up. He's almost up. Ooh. Oh no, I'm out of ink. He might be waiting there. Get that guy out of here. There we go. And look out, because they're on their way in. Okay, hold the zone. Ooh, jeez, that was close. Okay, jump to me, people. We're safe for now. This is so intense. Okay, let's see if I can get a couple more beacons here. Sometimes if you have the time during all this craziness to ink the side that they're jumping up on, that can be a big help, because then they have to actually ink to get their way up. That would make it a lot tougher for this brush to make his way up the side. Run out of ink. Here he comes. I see ya. There we go. But yeah, if their sides aren't inked and they can't actually gain any leverage to get up, then that would work out in our favor, of course. Okay, we took the lead back again. The one guy went after our beacon unnecessarily. My job seems to be make sure no one gets up on the tower, because otherwise we would be in a load of trouble, but we got it. Okay. And maybe one more to see if we can rank up. I might go out on a win, though, because that was a pretty good victory. But that's Splat Zones. And next time we'll try to do a different mode for ranked, but we will have the Splat Brella to use. There we go. So tower control and Rainmaker is probably the most intense. So please look forward to that. Maybe leave a like if you enjoyed this. We're on our way up to get out of the dregs. No, yeah, it's such a wild card at the lower ranks whether you're gonna win or not. But thanks again. Maybe subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you next time for our new fancy umbrella weapon. Goodbye.